Hello to you all. In this oral presentation, I'll be talking about endangered language. Endangered language, a deep dive into Pacific languages and global languages loss. What is an endangered languages? An endangered language is one that is at significant risk of becoming extinct. This happens when speakers stop using it in favor of more dominant languages, or when the speaker population declines to the point that it can no longer be passed to the next generation. Today, approximately 7,159 living languages exist worldwide, but around 44% of them, which is 3,193 languages, are classified as endangered. If this trend continues, many of these languages may disappear within the next century, leading to irreversible cultural and knowledge loss. The global landscape of endangered languages. The distribution of endangered languages varies across regions, with some countries having more critically endangered languages than others. Indonesia, 703 living indigenous languages, with 15 already extinct. Nigeria, 520 living indigenous languages, with 12 extinct. Philippines, 175 living indigenous languages, with 2 extinct. This demonstrates that language endangerment is not confined to one region. It's a global phenomenon affecting diverse linguistic communities. Cause of language endangerment. Languages don't just vanish on their own. There are several interconnected factors that lead to their decline. Key causes include physical threats, war, natural disaster, disease, and famine can decimate speaker populations, leaving languages without enough speakers to survive. Social and cultural pressure. Communities may abandon their languages due to social stigma, culture, cultural assimilation, or the perception that a dominant language, example English, French, Mandarin, offers more opportunities. Lastly, economic shifts. Globalization, urban migration, and economic opportunities often lead younger generations to prioritize more widely spoken languages over their heritage tongues. Pacific languages key insight. Let's focus on the Pacific region, where indigenous languages face unique challenges. Here are key takeaways from scholarly works. Gigio 2017 proposes two methods of language teaching. First, conversational Pacific language teaching emphasizes natural communication in the languages. Second, theoretical Pacific language teaching focus on structured grammar and vocabulary lessons. Their key point. Oral communication remains the most effective and accessible way to preserve Pacific languages. Secondly, Guerini and Europe 2017 define language endangerment and explain the causes in the Pacific context, particularly how colonial legacies and modern socioeconomic changes accelerated language declines. They were argument for and against preservation, acknowledging the complexity communities face. Third and lastly, Wakalai and Hafoka 2017 highlight the pivotal role of Polynesian elders. Elders are seen as cultural and linguistic custodians, passing down language and knowledge to younger generation. The author argues that involving elders in the community program is essential is for revitalization efforts. Measuring language endangerment. UNESCO. UNESCO evaluates language endangerment based on key factors. Intergenerational transmission is the language being passed to children. Secondly, Number of speakers. How many people speak the language? Thirdly, language used across domain. Is it used at home, work, and in education? Fourth, community attitude. Do people value their language? Lastly, quality of documentation. Are dictionaries, grammars, guide, or recordings available? Language are classified as vulnerable, spoken by children but only in limited setting. Definitely endangered. Children no longer learn it as a mother tongue. Severely endangered. Only elder generation speak the language. Critical, critically endangered. The younger speakers are grandparents or older and they speak it infrequently. Why language loss matters? Language loss isn't just about losing words, it's about losing entire worldviews and language system. Here's what it at stake. Cultural identity. Languages are deeply tied to culture, tradition, stories, and values. When a language dies, part of that culture dies with it. Traditional knowledge. Endangered language often encodes specialized knowledge about the environment, medicine, or social practices that may not exist in other languages. Linguistic diversity. Just like biodiversity, linguistic diversity enriches humanity, collective experience, and understanding of the world. Solution and revitalization efforts. Efforts to save endangered languages include firstly, language revitalization projects, community led immersion programs and cultural activities, education and literacy, bilingual programs and language nests for early childhood immersion. Policy support. Government laws promoting minority languages. Example, Wales, New Zealand, Canada. Documentation. Creating dictionaries, grammar guides, audio recording, and digital archives. Finally, conclusion. Language endangerment is a pressing global issue, but it's not irreversible. With sustained efforts from communities, educators, policymakers, and linguists, languages can be revitalized and sustained. Key takeaway. Every language holds unique knowledge and cultural value. Saving endangered language isn't just about preserving words, it's about protecting the identities and wisdom of entire communities. Final thought. A language is not just word, it's a window into a culture's soul. Reference. The three first references are the core reading which was provided by the course, and the two lastly are the readings which I have looked for it. Thank you everyone for your time and attention.